Hey guys, and welcome to or back to the Paws in Pursuit podcast with your host Summer Clark. So today we have another very exciting guest. I'm going to be speaking to Millie Youngs. Millie is a student agility handler, so she is currently at uni and also doing agility basically. And I just thought that was a really apt topic for my listeners because I know a lot of you are at the age where, you may be thinking of going to uni or you are at uni. Or it's coming in a couple of years and stuff like that, or maybe you're a bit older and you want to go back to studying, go back to uni, but you're doing agility and you're wondering if you can fit it all in. Well, Millie pretty much answers all of those above things in this episode, so you're definitely going to want to listen on and listen to our whole conversation. It was really fun. We did go on a whole load of tangents. Obviously me and Millie are very good friends, so it was a really good, chatty, funny combo. We laughed a lot, we had a great time, and we were chatting for ages. We could have chatted for hours more, but no, it was great. And Millie's having a very exciting time at the moment with agility too. She has WAO. She's going to be representing Wales next year, and thinking about bringing a potential puppy into her life in a few years, so stay tuned for things about that as well, which is very exciting. So before we get into the conversation, I will just go through my weekly recap with you guys. I can never remember what I updated you on before in the previous episode, but the only things that are really relevant lately, I think I told you we were going to Inspire. So we went to Inspire, competed, Arrow got an agility and a jumping win. And then I judged the following day when we had all that snow and we were lucky to get there. I'm not sure if I already told you about that in last week's episode. I need to actually keep track of what I haven't told you guys, but I think most of you already keep up to date with me on socials anyway. But that's pretty much it. I've actually recently come back from a trip to Bristol. I was staying with a friend and another friend, and we went out and it was really good fun. And I think I went to bed at 5:30 on Sunday morning after going out on Saturday. So that was a blast. I feel like I'm still in a bit of sleep deprivation, but it was so worth it. It's great. Nice to do things with agility people that have nothing to do with agility. I really do enjoy that. Anyway, I'm going to be waffling in a minute if I carry on. So without further ado, let's get straight into the conversation with Millie. Now, I would just like to take a minute to introduce you guys to the podcast sponsor, Huel. So here I have one of the ready-to-drink Huel meals, the berry flavour. Huel Ready to Drink is a meal in a bottle with over 20 grams of protein. It really is the perfect meal for when you're on the go. You don't need to sacrifice convenience or nutrition, you can have both with Ready to Drink. Each serving has 26 vitamins and minerals. This means every bottle of Ready to Drink has 175 health benefits. It is made from natural ingredients such as coconut, sunflower seeds, tapioca, pea protein, flax seeds and hemp seed protein. Every meal is vegan and it has no gluten, no palm oil, no GMO, no lactose and no animal products whatsoever. It comes in 8 delicious flavours including iced coffee caramel and strawberries and cream, as well as the classics like vanilla, chocolate and banana. It is absolutely delicious and just tastes like a milkshake. It is widely sold in supermarkets, petrol stations and corner shops around the UK, and it can be conveniently purchased online. I found out about Huel because I was looking for a product that would give me all the nutrients that I need while travelling to events and staying over at competitions and training events. So when it's time to refuel and have a meal, I can just drink a ready-to-drink Huel product and get all my nutrients quickly, easily and without cooking. It's perfect when I don't have the time or the facilities to cook. For example, when I'm camping at a competition, I'm going to be drinking at least one a day at KCI and Dogs in Need. If you're super busy just like me, then you really don't want to miss out. You can easily and conveniently shop ready to drink from Huel at the link uk.huel.com/pause. I hugely appreciate anyone and everyone that uses my link as it helps keep this podcast running, and every sale through that link helps keep my podcast going. Buying through my link also gets you a free t-shirt which will be auto applied at the checkout. If you subscribe to a Huel order, you can save 10%. You can choose how often your subscription comes, for example every 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, etc. And these are super easy to manage on the website and you can edit whenever you like. uk.huel.com/pause.
Okay, so the first one is, well, actually no, I'm going to start off this way like I do with everyone. I was about to jump straight into it, but do you just want to quickly give a brief introduction of yourself, basically?
Okay, I'm Millie. I run my Black and White Spaniel Jess I also sometimes run my auntie's terrier Ted.
We love
who's
Ted.
Grade 1. Yeah, a little legend. But he did get third at OJAC.
Exactly. No hate to Ted.
Yeah, exactly. He might be slow, but he's consistent.
Exactly. Ethel relates.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm assuming most people already know who you are, to be fair, that follows me.
Yeah,
but
let's hope so. Come on,
yeah,
guys.
I was going to say, I'll be a bit disappointed if they don't at this point. If they don't, then they can go stalk you.
And I'm your pair for crafts, so they should be stalking me
Exactly.
already.
They'll have already seen you on my account, so there's really no excuse. They're a fake fan if they don't, either way.
Yeah.
So the first question is, how do you intend to manage your nerves at WAO? So a few of these questions have absolutely nothing to do with being a student in agility, but I thought I'd throw them in anyway because people clearly want to know. So
yeah. So first of all, I'm doing GB tryouts for nerves. So I'm
yeah,
just
that's a
gonna
good
do,
idea actually.
shows that I've got nerves in, like Champ this weekend. I was like, I'll go for, because I just need to get used to like nerves.
Yeah, no,
But
that's true.
To be fair, my second year at crafts, I literally had no nerves at all.
Really?
Last year.
Oh, okay.
How
strange.
I thought, I've got nowhere else to go, right? Like,
yeah, no, that's true.
no,
Like you've reached
final. This is
Yeah.
the final.
So you may as well just go
to
for it.
enjoy it.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose that's similar to WO then, kind of.
But for WOs, there is a games final.
Oh, okay, okay. So you'll only be nervous in the games.
Yeah. So I'm like, I just need to get used to nerves.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how I'm doing it. And I think it's going to be nerves at crafts this year as well.
So it's preparation then?
Yeah.
Like just preparation as in running at big event, like not big, but like important events in the lead up almost, as well as obviously just training to prepare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
like,
that makes sense.
Jumping cup at crafts this year, you get to the main arena, and
yeah, that's true.
So
we're all going to be really nervous.
Crafts as well. So
yeah.
I think I'm going to have enough nerve
practice. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's a good way to think about it, actually. Don't try and avoid the nerves, just do more nerves and get used to them.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Just like deal with yourself, Millie.
Exactly, just get over it, for God's sake. Best advice to every junior competing at things, get over it. Amazing. So this is a funny question. Someone wants to know, when will the back vlog go live? And they actually put after it, "It's been ages!" exclamation mark.
I know.
It's not been that long. It's not been 2 months yet.
No,
it hasn't. No, it's fine.
My Pressbury one did take a month, so I should probably get. I mean, I've edited it. It's just finding copyrighted music.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I never use music, because I can't be arsed. But it looks better with music, so I use my voice instead. But that's probably annoying.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch my run without any music, unless you've got the commentary behind it.
I just voice over and I'm like, do commentating myself.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like it just needs music, and I'm like, I have to go through YouTube to look for non-copyright music.
Yeah, because there's nothing worse than like uploading it and then it getting taken down 2 days later because of copyright, and you're like, I've just spent so long editing that, and then you have to like complain and stuff. No, yeah.
I have a Welsh tryouts vlog as well, and that is also.
Don't tell them that; they'll be getting even more mad. 2 vlogs.
I know.
Amazing.
I need to sort it out.
What was your? You did a was it Welsh Casey? You did it? No. Scott. Yeah. Did you do this? Did you go to a Scottish show? Yeah, I watched that one. Yeah, that was it. I couldn't remember what part of the country it was, but I remember there was one.
Yeah, but I can't wait for WAO vlog.
That's going to be a great vlog. That's going to get so many views.
But that's just hope if it turns out good and I forget, because I feel like that might happen. But
yeah, that's true. Or I'm like, do I even want to post this like video if all my runs are terrible? Like,
yeah, true.
I never know.
I think I'm only going to have like 3 runs over there anyway. So
oh yeah, that's true. How many days is it? Will it be like 1 a day?
I have no clue, if I'm honest. I've got teams and then the snooker, I think, to get to the gamblers final.
Okay.
So
game stresses me out.
If you screw up in snooker, they have like people who like screw up in snooker. They have like your own little runs. Those people still.
Okay, I like that.
Final, but like you're not winning anything.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice. No, I like that. At least then you're not traveling all that way for like less runs. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Very kind.
Yeah.
That's what somebody told me. Let me find out when somebody actually texted me like, Millie, this doesn't exist, and I'll be like.
I was gonna say, yeah, you might have just got scammed there, but don't get your hopes too high then.
It's fine.
Exactly.
I'm going to support my country. That's all that matters.
Exactly. To be fair, if I got on a team and had one run out there, I'd still go.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm really not bothered.
Yeah.
Oh well. So,
Yeah.
what is your all-time favourite show to go to? That's like the hardest question in existence. If someone asked me that, I'm not sure what I'd probably say Dogs in Need, to be fair.
I haven't done Dogs in Need.
Yeah.
I haven't done Thames.
But not
and
because
everyone
it's
said they're
not because of
two
the
good
agility,
shows.
just because it's like a week long and you camp and stuff and like the
Yeah.
entertainment. So
KCI is good though.
yeah, that's true.
Like partying.
Yeah,
on
no, that's
Friday
very true.
night.
And it's like summer, so it's like peak conditions as well. Well,
yeah, and
apart
there
from
are
running in the
some
heat.
interesting videos of me from KCI Friday night.
we love to see
so
that.
glad.
Everyone's going to want to watch those now.
No, they never see it. Never.
They're there, but
ever
they're not
see
being
it.
exposed.
If they see me drunk and ask for them, they might be able to see the video.
That is very true. Okay, so maybe at this KCI they'll see you and ask for last KCI's videos. Or they'll just come and watch you with this KCI hoping it'll be the same. That's so funny.
It was really interesting.
Yeah, it do be like that KCI, but it's never just like one person, so it's everyone, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Like-
honestly, I think KCI is so much fun. Like, if you're camping with friends as well.
Yeah,
Like, it's non-stop. It's great fun.
yeah.
Sometimes you forget that you're doing agility.
Exactly. That's what I mean about Dogs in Need. Like, I don't even think of it as a show, really. It's like my holiday.
Yeah, like, you're just cheering on your friends as
Yeah.
well. And, like, the amount of times I miss course walking at KCI this
Literally,
year.
I know.
I only had one dog. Well,
And it's
two
like,
dogs-
but you're not even
three
bothered.
dogs on Friday, but
Yeah, but you're
No,
not
I'm
even bothered. You're like, oh.
it's fine.
Whereas if it was like a show that you day tripped and went down there, you'd be like, bollocks, I forgot to walk it or whatever. But some
Yeah,
reason at
literally.
KCI, you're like, it's fine. Unless it's a
Like,
like a
yeah.
qualifier, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
KCI and Dogs in Need
yeah.
feels like the same show to me because I go straight from one to the other. So it's all like just a big holiday.
I'm thinking about doing Dogs in Need.
You should do
really
it.
want to do it.
Definitely
And
do
my
it.
auntie lives down in Ipswich.
Oh,
I'm
perfect.
like, if the
It's
weather's
literally in
bad, I'm
Ipswich.
like-
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
So if it's not camping weather, then you've got a backup.
Exactly.
Absolutely perfect. But yeah, that was a really mean
So-
question. That's like the hardest question in agility to answer, but
Yeah.
you did it. Yeah, no,
I mean-
KCI, I'd say. If you haven't done Dogs in Need, then KCI is a good
Thinking
one.
of winter shows, I wonder what a good winter show is.
There's
I think
iconics.
Probably. Oh yeah, Iconics
Mm.
or even Back. Back is.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's true. So like the bigger shows, really.
Oh, and
Mhm.
CSJ.
I've
thoroughly
never done
enjoyed
that.
CSJ.
I'm doing it next
need
year.
to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've literally told
So many
myself I'm
people
doing
are
it.
doing it this next year, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was so much fun. I did miss the last day because of my A-level exams, though. So
Ah.
I do need to revise.
At least you won't have that this
So
year.
Literally in between my A-level exams, I'm like,
Yeah.
4-day show, probably not a
Worth
good
it, though.
idea.
You compromised and
Yeah.
missed the last day, so
Yeah, I missed all the finals where I could get points and stuff, but it's fine.
it's fine. At least you went for most of it, right?
Yeah.
Just skip the most
And
important
the
part.
Courses were so good as well.
Yeah.
Loved it.
It just gives me like WO vibes in a way because like tryouts for
Yeah.
WO, I think apparently it's similar to the tryouts for it,
And
like
it's not as
games and stuff like that.
stressful.
Not as stressful, yeah,
Yeah.
but in that like
Because
layout.
you know you got other chances.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And like you can just like enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah. Would you
and
put
it's-
OJAC up
I
there
think
in your
it's a
top
good
shows?
one. Oh yeah.
Or 'cause
I'm
I
not-
suppose with that just being a junior one, then maybe not, but
Yeah,
it
it's
still
good fun
counts, I
to do with all
guess.
the juniors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many good
And-
ones.
But it's like the hoteling bit because
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it's a different place this year. Next year.
Where was
God,
it? Where was it
December
this
just
year?
ruins- It was.
Because it used to be at the Inspire
Um,
venue and then it changed.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I don't really
can't
know where
remember.
it was this year, but it was a very nice venue. I very liked
And
it.
now it's changing. Typical.
And I don't know what this one looks like, so I'm hoping it's nice as well.
Yeah,
but,
I always like a
yeah.
venue with like a cafe or a bar or something. So if it's an indoor venue with that, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed.
But then I'm probably going to be driving, so that won't be nice.
Oh, that'll be even worse then, yeah.
That was the thing at back. Like,
Yeah.
you managed to like have some alcohol, and
Yeah.
I was like, go to the bar.
Literally.
And I'm like, oh, I've got to drive.
Thing is, though,
so
realistically, only people with grooms, aka my mum, or people that were camping on site could really. Because if you're in a hotel, you have to drive back to the hotel. So it's like
bad. At
impossible.
least the hotel was only like 5-minute drive away.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, technically, you're not going to see anyone, and if you drive fine, you'll be
I
fine.
mean, yeah. Worth going to jail for, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine. Okay, amazing. So basically, KCI probably, but there are a lot of good shows that you like.
They are just.
Yeah.
It depends if you're looking for courses or just for
Vibes.
Fun. Like,
yeah, I'd say
yeah.
vibes.
Vibes is the
That's why we
best,
do agility
honestly.
after all.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Who cares?
So, right, we're actually going into the uni questions now then. So, how do you manage to study and train Jess?
Well, my training is very lacking at the moment. I can't lie.
Okay.
Like,
So you kind of don't.
it's just like I'll just go to shows instead because it's winter at the moment. So
Mm.
the amount of times I've like messaged Lee or my other trainer Katie and be like, they're like, oh, well the water's all waterlogged. I'm like, great. Well,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
just
so
choose a show
hard.
instead.
Yeah, no, that's
And
true.
then
So you use shows
my
for training, kind of. Yeah, okay.
Well, not really, but yeah.
Well, yeah,
And then
it's practice, I guess.
my other training place, I take advantage of like 3 people for training. It's great.
As you should.
They've got indoor, but there's
Okay.
always on Mondays or Thursdays. Well, I'm at uni.
Oh, yeah. How rude not to have it on the weekends.
Such a pain.
How often do you come home? Is it like a pattern or just whenever you want?
At the moment, it's been like every weekend.
For agility?
It's been
I don't
so
blame you.
bad.
How far
like-
away from where you live are you? Is your uni?
Like 2 hours.
Oh,
But
okay.
I have had to drive where it's taken me 3 hours before.
Oh, okay. So it's not even like it's that local either.
It's definitely not local. 100% not local. Like the money I spend on fuel.
Yeah.
The money I spend on fuel.
And then you come home and then drive to the show as well.
And then me going to Tunbridge Wells.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't. To be fair, respect for going there. I've never been to that show because it's 4 hours away from. I think it's 4 hours something away from me. No, it must be more.
It must be more because
Yours was 4 hours.
But then I've got to go across and then down.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. I was gonna say I think it's 4 hours something. I don't think it reaches 5 hours. No,
But
I'd still not do it.
Ruby Strutt's house the night before.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just so I didn't have to wake up too early.
That's a good
And
idea.
luckily, because she didn't make the champ final, I got back around like 7 or 8. last night.
Okay.
Too bad.
The good things about not making the champ final.
I feel like that's what Jess really wanted. To be honest.
Yeah, she just wanted to go home. She was like, I just want to
Yeah.
enjoy you being at home, and not at a show. That was her intentions when she went in that tunnel. To be fair, I probably will do Tunbridge Wells at some point because
You
it's a
should.
champ and I need to start actually like chasing them more. So why not?
But the ground in the other ring, I was not. My legs went a fan of.
Oh, no.
I'm having
Was the calf
proper
okay?
Problems. Not even joking. Since September, these calves have not got any better.
Literally, it's because the ground's never good.
It's just such a
What
pain.
was it
I
like?
think
Like
me
bumpy?
driving as well.
Yeah.
I felt like I was running just through sand. Like,
Ugh. Yeah. No, I know what
It
you
was
mean.
really
Quicksand. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Like lot.
But the champ ring surface was really nice. Like really nice. to
They
run
definitely
on.
did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Like we'll leave all the other rings, just do the champ ring. Fair,
Yeah,
I suppose. Less
exactly.
effort.
But I mean, it's hard to find a good place in the winter for.
Yeah.
all
I mean, I
so
guess most
places.
people that do agility, even that don't go to uni, do less in the winter, I guess, training wise anyway. So
Yeah.
what about in the summer then? Like how do you just like come home and train her when you can, basically?
Yeah, I think it's going to be. Luckily, I finish in May. so it's
Okay.
not
Okay,
too
that's
bad,
alright.
So I get proper
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah, no, that's
But-
true. And I guess
then I'm
also
kind of-
she's already very well trained. So it'd be a bit
Yeah,
different, I
that's
guess,
the
if she was a young dog or a puppy or
That's the
something.
thing,
And then,
I'm bringing up my brother's young dog.
yeah.
And like last weekend, I went to a club show and I just brought her. Poor 12-month-old. Luckily, it was like I could do her NFC.
Okay.
12 months old, and like she's never seen much equipment. Just throw her in the
Yeah. She was a
Like,
queen though, right?
She picked it up so quickly
Yeah.
and went over jumps. So I was like, okay,
Go on then.
he's bringing you up.
Yeah, definitely. I'm officially stealing you from now on.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
100%.
So
But it's
basically,
so hard. 'Cause
you
now
just
I've got to choose between shows and training.
yeah, that's so true. And it's always get like personally, it's probably not the right spirit, but I would always choose shows because it's
Yeah,
more
I mean,
exciting.
like especially February coming up. For,
Yeah.
I mean, I've got OJAC Nia's running Jess for Junior Open Showcase.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I want to do a few runs for myself in Open Showcase. Then I've got all this training where I'm also going to have to go to Dog Sports Derby. So
Yeah.
literally before my winter break, luckily I've got 3 weeks off for winter break.
Okay, nice.
I've got 1 week in Dubai and then just training to Dog Sports Derby.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Dog Sports Derby like 4 times.
That's a really good idea. I should probably book at least one training session at Dog Sports Derby. Because I bet it'll book up really quickly as well, because it's Team GB.
Up so quickly.
Yeah.
And with me and Nia, I think on the Saturday night, because the Junior Open Showcase is on the Sunday, we booked an hour higher so she can just
that's a good idea.
So hopefully, fingers crossed, prep is going to be going well.
Yeah,
you just don't know what's going to happen with
No, exactly. So basically, you just do your best when you can, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, when you like decided you were going to go to uni, I suppose there's like some form of acceptance in your head where you're like, this will probably mean I do slightly less agility, but it is what it is, and it's only for like a few years.
My idea was to do every other weekend, come back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you just can't really relate that to when good shows are going to be
and stuff. I mean, it's like, short term, isn't it, I guess? So once you're done uni, you're done. So I guess it's worth it.
My friends are like, you're not going back home again, are you? I'm like, yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I am actually. They're like, is it for the dogs? And you're like, yeah, it is.
Last weekend, I went out on Friday night, came home Saturday, and then competing Sunday.
Oh my God. That is called balance.
Regretted it very much.
Oh no. Were you still feeling it on the Sunday?
Not too much. It's
just tiredness, isn't it?
Yeah.
I always think that after drinking, I'm like, I never really get like proper hungover where I like feel sick. I just feel tired. Like I just want to sleep.
Yeah, but what's the thing with people staying up until like 3? I couldn't find anyone to take me home until like 3 because you don't want to be walking home in the in Liverpool.
Yeah, no, that's so true.
Scary place.
See, if I go out in Lincoln, I like to leave at like midnight, but I just expose where I live to my entire podcast. Anyway. But then I went out in Bristol this past weekend, and I think I went to bed at 5:30 in the morning.
That's so unlike you. What's going
on? I know. But I was like, well, I've driven all this way for this weekend, so like obviously I need to like experience as much of it as possible. But then the whole next day you just feel like,
Yeah, exactly.
So
you can't do like your normal like wake up at 8:30.
No, but my body wakes up anyway. My body just woke up at 9, so I got like 3 hours of sleep.
Oh God, that's awful.
It is what it is. And because obviously I didn't go to uni, so I never like had that period of like going out regularly. So I'm like not very seasoned at it. Oh well, I'm old now. It's fine. So what is the next one? Here we go. How do you balance? So this is very similar. How do you balance uni life and WO prep? So like you said, your WO prep is basically just like. I was going to say it's basically just like your normal training, isn't it? And shows.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I haven't even like looked at like courses from other
I'm really bad at doing that. Like,
yeah, I'm like, do I really have to?
Yeah, loads of people like they look at the courses that the judges have set in the past and like set it up. But me, I'm like, I can't set it up anyway. So like, what's the point?
Yeah, well, with my field, like, it's completely waterlogged at the moment. I have to wait until, like, February before I can actually get the equipment out again.
Yeah.
And then my equipment's getting quite dodgy because it's getting old. And I'm like, do I get it out?
Yeah, no, that's true. Or will it just break?
Yeah, I'm like, just go to training. But then when you go to training with other trainers, obviously they have their own courses set out.
Exactly. Yeah. And as well, like, even if it's not waterlogged, it's been like frosty lately, hasn't it? So you get up in the morning and it's frosty till about 2-3 p.m. and then it's dark.
Yeah,
so it's like, how do you win? You can't.
No, it's awful. I hate it.
But I suppose you could do like the theory side of prep, couldn't you? Which you can do for anywhere, I guess. So like research, judges and courses and stuff. So I suppose there is that you can do. But apart from...
I've also got to be doing my assignments and stuff.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, your actual uni work.
Yeah, I've actually got uni work to do.
I feel like taking a more chill approach to the whole situation is a better bet. Because you can't really do one thing to the extreme, can you? You have to try and do a bit of everything.
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Do you struggle like prioritising your uni work when you've got agility to do? Because I definitely, like, I would never skip agility for uni work. Like, I would make sure that I got it done first, or like blocked out a day straight after to like ram it in because I was like, no, I refuse to miss this show just because of work.
Exactly, that's the thing. Like, it's great because when I was at college, I feel like I was much worse because as soon as I got home, I had the dogs, I had my agility field, like 5-minute drive down the road.
That's so true.
At least when I'm at uni, I have like this whole place where dogs can't consume my life.
Yes, that's very true. So they're not there as a distraction.
Yeah, and I don't have to walk them. I don't have to spend like an hour of my day to walk them.
Yeah, no,
My
that's
poor
very
mother
true.
has to
So
do
that automatically saves you like 7 hours a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is a lot of time. You could do a whole assignment in that time, surely.
Yeah, boom.
Basically,
it's
dogs are
also,
way
like,
too time consuming, but we love
I
it.
find it so hard to concentrate as well, though. Like,
true.
so I have to like put my phone on Flora, put it in my bag,
Yeah.
and then look at my laptop for like half an hour, and like, okay, and that's actually do some work now.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh no, I can give myself a little phone break now. Yeah, that's what we were talking about the other day about Snapchat, wasn't it? Like, obviously, my job is on my phone. So, like, the notifications, and it's all just, like, people just, like, I don't have that many, like, actual conversations on Snapchat.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm just like, you know what, I might just delete it.
It's fair enough.
Just uninstall it.
I think the thing is, all my uni friends chat to me on Snapchat, and then, like,
okay.
I'm on there, I can just open everyone's snaps and then respond to them. I'm
Oh, yeah,
why
no,
am
that's
I
true.
doing this?
Yeah, it's a
We're all
habit.
sending dead snaps.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I mean. I'm like, is it really worth it?
Like, why are we doing this? Like,
It's so
what's
strange.
this thing with streaks,
I know.
man? Like,
it's like we just forgot to, like, get over it. Like, it was years ago, but we just carried it on.
yeah, I know. And there's going to be people listening to this like, why are you still doing this?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got like a 700 day snap. I don't want to get rid of it.
Yeah, I've had to ditch all mine since this job. It's too distracting. Way too. I mean, I could just turn the notifications off, but then knowing that it's there, I still know it's there. Do you know what I mean?
Like, as
Have
soon
to
as I
trick
go onto
myself.
my phone, I'll automatically go onto Instagram so I can like go on everyone's stories.
Yeah. It's Instagram for me as well. Like that, I could never delete that. That's my entire life. I love it so much. It's great.
I love stalking other people as well.
I know, literally.
I want to know about people's lives.
So much more interesting than my own life. So I'm like, well, I must see what they're doing.
Exactly.
Oh well.
It's just social media's kind of ruined.
Yeah, see, it has, but then it's also my job. So like, without it, I would be poor, or I'd still be at Mackey's. So it's a lose-lose. But yeah, social media and uni work definitely don't go hand in hand.
No,
but
it's hard.
I mean, as long as you meet the deadlines, it's fine. Eventually.
Yeah, my deadline next week.
Have you ever missed a deadline, or are you pretty decent?
I actually haven't had. I've only had a exam so far for.
Oh, okay.
But I've got like 5 assignments due in next week.
Oh, are you nearly done them?
We're not going to talk about them. No, we're not.
Okay. We'll forget they exist for the time being.
If my dad listens to this, I think he won't be very happy about it.
Oh no. It's fine. In a week, it'll be over.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll be like, I actually did well, Dad, so don't listen.
Exactly. You'll probably do well anyway, and it won't matter. I'll just send it to him, just be like, listen to this.
Yeah, look what you're doing.
Listen to,
last minute.
That's so funny. So changing subject a little bit, what breeders are you considering for tofu?
I love that somebody asked this question.
Yeah, so do I.
Like, come on, this is the dog that I'm going to get in like 4 years, 3 or 4 years time.
Yeah.
I mean, I do really like the duendes, like in years time. But I'm like, I'm just going to wait and see how the dogs turn out. I'm like,
yeah. Because you never know when litters are actually going to happen, really, either. Not that far in advance, anyway. Like 2 years, is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. 2 years.
And like, my dog, Tofu's mother could not even be born yet.
Exactly. I feel like some people are like really like researchers, if that makes sense. I am not one of them. Like, I'm more let it be and last minute.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, I do my research, but not in advance.
Yeah,
like,
as long as they're like really health tested. The pups that it might have had before, or it's like its lines look good. It's like it's all that really matters, right?
Yeah, I feel like this is very early to do research like that anyway, but
yeah, exactly.
You'll see.
And I've got friends who will just do it for me, like Nia.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Nia,
literally.
Can you just help me?
Yeah.
And she's just you got friends who are obsessed with like looking at lines, and it's
Yeah.
fine. You can just ask them.
There's so many of them as well. There's quite a few people that obsess over lines, and I don't understand any of it, but
Sally is the same. I think Nia and Sally will be the two people.
yes, I'm pretty sure Sally did ask that question actually.
Oh, did
I think
she?
it was Sally. Yeah, shout out to Sally Perks.
I'll be asking her for it anyway. So
exactly. She'll definitely be listening to this, so she's getting a little shout out. I hope it was her now said that actually. I think it was. I looked at these questions like 5 days ago. Oh well. Okay, so that's a problem for 2024 maybe? End of 2024? Start of 2025? Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who knows? I still have to persuade my mum to actually let me have the dog.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because she said I can have one after uni, but does she know that she'll probably be looking after it whilst I'm even finished uni?
Yeah, I was going to say, you won't quite be finished uni. How much uni will you have left in 2025? A year?
Like a year.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
It's a 3-year course, but I'm also taking a placement year.
Oh yeah. Do you not want to wait like an extra year so when you're finished, or is that too long?
Well, I want a puppy as soon as possible. But the reason why I'm taking this placement year is because I want to get a job after I finish uni as well.
Yeah.
Because so many people take business courses. So
yeah, that's true.
Is definitely very useful.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna have to take a placement year because I need a job to be able to fund for this puppy.
Yeah, literally, and just agility that's already going on.
And like, I'm sure Jess will still be alive, so it's not like Mum has to deal with like going away with the dog kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
no, that's very true.
An extra dog, what's gonna happen?
How old's Jess right now again? Every time you tell me, it shocks me because she looks younger than she is. But I can never remember.
7 at the end of the month.
Okay, that was it. So in 3 years, she'll be 10, which isn't too bad. To be fair, no, I've known dogs to compete till like 13.
I'm more worried about like her arthritis though.
Ethel definitely has arthritis.
Yeah. I mean, she had like this really big thing, like, I don't know if it was before lockdown or after lockdown, where like, I think because she just hadn't, she'd done too much exercise, or it was just like a big step up because of lockdown.
Yeah.
And like her back, hips, we thought she had hip dysplasia. It was that bad, and we were like, oh my god.
But it was arthritis.
I remember crying in my bedroom, like, I don't
Oh
know
no.
if I do agility anymore.
I would literally have a mental breakdown.
I know, and like, because she was my only agility dog.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Well, that's what I've got with Arrow at the moment. I'm like, what if he like when he injured himself? I'm like, what do I do? What if he has like a career-ending injury? That ends me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's horrible.
And then I have to like get a puppy. So this is the reason why I've stolen my brother's dog, because they'd probably be a bit in between where I would be competing.
Ah, that's smart
like,
actually. Yeah.
So I'm like.
So you'll have a dog to be doing things with in that transition period.
Exactly. Hopefully.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Because
it'll all work
honestly,
out.
I keep on like going into like new places and forgetting about the first question that you've asked me.
Tangents are quite frequent on this podcast. It's okay. We love a tangent. Yeah. What was the actual? Oh, it was about breeders for tofu. That was the original question. Okay.
Oh, great.
So still unsure, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty open.
Still unsure.
Okay, I'll take that. So, what mix of breeds is Jess then, and where did you get her from?
Oh God, my little backyard breeder dog.
Oh no. We love her though, wherever she's from.
She's from Wales, so you know.
Excellent.
That's all I know. Welsh
there are roots, proper Welsh roots.
Caravan site. So yeah.
Nice.
We are proper Welsh, you know. We were both born in Wales.
Absolutely. You are very much entitled to compete for Team Wales.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't remember. I obviously did see her parents, but I do not remember what they looked like. Like, my parents remember seeing them, but I was like, I have no idea. I barely remember the house.
How old were you when you got her then?
11, 10?
Yeah.
Remember.
See, I don't remember a lot from when I was 10 either.
Yeah. I mean, it was just so exciting that we were getting a puppy.
Yeah, exactly. You don't think about those things when you're that age, do you?
No.
Like, most people should, like, you shouldn't have to either, really.
Yeah. I mean, we just didn't know anything about breeds and like.
Yeah, I was the same.
Knowing their genetics and stuff like that. Like, we were just like, cheap dog. We want a puppy. That's what we're looking for.
Exactly.
Oh, go for her. She's wanted a spaniel. The thing is, I wanted a boy. I actually wanted a boy.
Really?
black.
Oh,
and
interesting.
White and liver boy that I really, really wanted.
Oh, how come
My
we
mum
got
was-
Jess?
My mum was like stern that because we had a boy before. She was like, I want a girl dog this time.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
So the only way for you to get your puppy was to go with what your mum wanted. That's fair. Better than
She
nothing.
was the only black and white one, and she was also the breeder's favourite. And we're like, she's just. I think we were the first people to choose as well, so we were really lucky.
Exact same scenario with Arrow. He was the breeder's
Yeah.
favourite for a while, and he was the only black and white. And I was like, I need this one.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. They're twins. See,
And-
we always knew they were twins.
Yeah, exactly. And she was like more like would play with me, come towards me.
Yeah.
You know, like as a child, you like.
She chose
well,
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
She was very cute. So I think, yeah, we chose her.
Mm.
I still had a little bit of a strop that it wasn't the black and
Yeah.
white and liver.
But now I bet
Or
you're
whatever.
really pleased that it was her.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously. Wouldn't swap her for
she's-
the world. So what breeds is she then?
course
She's Spaniel just cross, basically.
I just call her a spaniel cross because
Yeah.
we have no clue.
So you don't know, you just know. There's definitely,
She
she's
does-
clearly got a lot of Spaniel. But apart from
And
that, I don't think
she's
anything
got
else is obvious.
show. I think she's got show in her because she's more like chest is like bulkier.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
true.
So the
Yeah.
workings are like more
Lean.
narrow.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So probably
So I think
show
she's
cocker.
got show and maybe work across in her. I don't
Yeah.
really know. But I think
It'll be
her
a mystery
parents are
forever.
crossbreeds as well. So I
Yeah.
could take a DNA test, but
That
£80
costs
for a
money.
DNA test.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then it
Maybe
was
when she's retired.
yeah, true, yeah. Or you can like save the agility money that you would have spent to show and put it into a DNA test when she's no longer competing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great idea. I think it was someone in my live Q&A was asking my opinion of their dog. Do you remember that? And they were like, the DNA test said this, but I don't think it's true and it doesn't look anything like that.
That's the thing,
So
you
also
can't
I'm like, well,
trust
do you even
DNA
trust it?
tests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you spend 80 quid to
Exactly, 'cause-
potentially get scammed.
You're spending 80 quid and they're probably having like so many people submit DNA tests.
Yeah. Yeah, what if it gets mixed
how
up?
much- Yeah, how much do they like when COVID tests? Like people are
Yeah.
getting fake positives.
Yeah.
So there's DNA tests.
And I bet there's loads of different brands of them as well. And like which one
I think so.
is the best one? Like, no. I've
But
never had this
Kennel Club-
problem, but still.
Kennel Club did like as one their days of Christmas giveaway things, and it was DNA test for pedigree dog. I'm like,
What?
who wants a DNA test for their pedigree dog?
That makes no sense.
So maybe it was like more for like looking at like their genetics and stuff.
Yeah, it must be
See
more
if
in
they
depth
had
than
any
that.
problems.
Huh,
That
your
was
your
like-
pedigree working cock spaniel is in fact 100%
Yeah.
working cock spaniel.
Come on,
That's so
go
weird.
away.
Is that like an
Kennel
advent
Club,
calendar for the Kennel Club? Because I need to jump on that. I haven't seen it.
They're doing like on their Instagram post. They're doing like 12 days of Christmas giveaways. But
Oh, I need to
yeah.
get on that. I need free stuff because I'm always poor. Amazing.
yeah,
So
Free
that's where
stuff
you
is
got Jess
easy.
from, a caravan park in
Yeah.
Wales. And all we know is that she has spaniel in her.
yeah, that's just from me looking at her.
Yeah, literally. That is purely from guess. I think it's more
Yeah.
common sense, to be fair. She's
Yeah.
clearly a spanner.
Yeah.
So what are you studying at uni then? And why
Yeah.
did you choose that subject?
Great question. I'm doing business management.
Excellent. Nearly forgot there.
The bachelor's of science instead of a bachelor's of art, so it's got more mathsiness to it. That's what my career is about.
Bachelor's of Art? I didn't know that was a thing.
Bachelor's of art is more Englishy side. to the
Oh,
Bachelor's of
okay.
Science, which
Mhm.
is more science mathsy side.
Oh, okay.
So
That makes
that's
sense.
why I chose it. And then I did a little radius around where I live of all the universities that did that because I didn't want to go like 3 or 4 hours away
That is
or
fair.
any further than that
Hmm.
because agility takes over my life.
Yes,
But I
literally.
think-
Priorities.
I was gonna do canine training behaviour.
That's what I did.
But I was like, I don't know if that's like, what if I want to go do something else?
Exactly.
Like an office job, 9 till 5, working for a business has not got anything to do with agility.
Yeah.
or
And to
dogs
be
or
fair,
anything like that.
I didn't use my degree whatsoever to get the job I have now, and it's completely unrelated. So
Yeah.
business
like,
is
some
pretty
people-
like widespread, isn't it? Like you can pretty
Yeah.
much any company will like that, really.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are like, well, a degree's a degree, like, normally people will take you, but I'm like,
Yeah.
these days, everyone's doing degrees.
I was going to say, it's the common thing to do. Like, more people
Everyone's
do than
wasting their
not.
money.
Yeah. Like, it's rare that someone doesn't go to uni at this point. Do you get what I mean?
I know.
Like, obviously nothing wrong with that, but, like, I feel like it's
Yeah.
more common to have a degree in something. Like, there's that many subjects as well. Like, you could literally choose anything. Like, when I tell people what I did, they're like, no way is that a thing. And I'm like, yep, there's a thing for everything.
You could probably do something in sewing or something. Like,
Yeah,
it's honestly
no, literally.
degree for anything.
I mean, it's
So
a good thing, I
chose-
suppose, but...
Yeah, I chose business because I enjoyed it at A level. I did a BTEC business or enterprise and entrepreneurship, but it's just posh.
Yeah, it's just a nice way to say it.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it, and I was like, well, I enjoyed maths, but there's just so much content.
Yeah.
And then I did photography at A level, and that was...
I did photography at GCSE. It wasn't too bad.
I think my teacher was doing her own degree at the same time, so didn't have much time for us.
Oh no, that's terrible. What the heck?
Not go well. So.
Oh God, I didn't know teachers. Why is she doing a degree if she's a teacher already? Teachers is a great paid job as well. Surely she doesn't want anything else.
Yeah, and she was really young as well. I was like, okay,
interesting.
Slay that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you go, girl.
Yeah, so I didn't really want to do photography, and I enjoyed business, so I was like, I'll just do business instead.
I'd say it's a pretty good shout.
When I went for the open day at Liverpool, what's the thing you do at the end of the whole time? That dissertation.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Well, instead of doing a dissertation on this degree, you can do a dissertation on helping out a business. So you do PowerPoints and stuff instead of writing 10,000 words.
Oh, okay, that's a big win.
Concentrate on. I can do helping out a business and stuff.
That is a good idea.
And I'm like, I'll be choosing.
Yeah, straight in my basket.
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
I don't want to be dying on my last year.
Yeah. I skipped the dissertation part because I did a foundation degree. So I was like, you know what, I'll just do the foundation degree and then I can still be like, yeah, I've got a degree, but I won't have to do the 2 extra years and I won't have to do a dissertation.
That's pretty good to be fair.
It does. I'm just one of those people that if it's not exactly what I want to write about, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I like writing just about something I want to write about, which I suppose it is in a dissertation, but there's only, you still have to be a little bit sensible with what you do want on, don't you? There still has to be enough data and shit. But I think you made a pretty good choice there. I think everyone likes a business degree.
I'm glad that I've chosen it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would love for it to be closer, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say most people's unis aren't that close.
Yeah. I've got my best mate from, college and school goes to the uni of as well.
Oh, so, okay.
It's just great to have your best friend
That is perfect, actually, yeah. Is that the person that I met at BAC by any chance?
No.
Oh, okay. I swear I saw her in some of your Instagram pictures.
No.
Maybe not. Maybe all your friends look the same. I don't know.
I think my friend Stella.
Yes, that's who I'm on about.
Yeah, she went to a few Iconics shows.
Yes, yeah.
But
it was an Iconics actually, not BAC. It was at the BAC venue. Iconics 0
Venue,
Degrees.
yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, that was it. Iconics.
Yeah.
It's because if a show is at the same venue as a different show, I only think of it as one show. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
it's because I'm dense. I just think of it as that. Like that BAC venue. Any show I do there, I'll be like, it's BAC.
Yeah. Well, her dog Hazel, I taught her all myself. She didn't go to a club.
Oh, really?
My club.
Wow. Yeah, because she actually did. You compete with her at that show?
She competed. I think the dog got its weaves for the first time as well.
Wow, look at you go as a trainer.
Dog weaves.
That's amazing.
Competing.
You are officially a trainer.
Exactly. You have your own little moment. Oh my.
Yeah,
God,
I did that.
I did that. Look, they got a clear round rosette.
Literally.
And I think she got a first at a UKA show as well, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god, I am the best.
I'm
God.
Come on.
Amazing.
But it's so sad now at uni because of all my clients have just gone to my trainer, and I'm like,
oh yeah, that's so true. Yeah. Oh, but they were so sad. They were like, no,
"Alright,
don't go
come
to
back
uni.
in summer.
Yeah.
I'm like, will you actually come back in summer? Will you?
They've got to. If they're real ones, if they're loyal, they will surely.
To be fair, one of them goes to that trainer as well, and she's like, because in the winter I couldn't do it, but my other trainer could.
Oh,
So
I
she
see.
like, as soon as I came back in summer, she's like, Millie, I'm coming to you, but I'm also coming to Katie as well. Like, I can't like let both of you down.
She's like, I'm cheating on you, but it's okay because I'm also cheating on her.
Yeah, exactly.
That's entirely fair.
She's getting double training sessions. Like,
Exactly. So
it's good for the dog.
It is perfect for the dog. Yeah, why not?
Exactly. And so I'm gonna be like emailing my students.
I'm
like,
back.
Come back to me, but also just stay at Katie's as well.
Yeah, just pay for 2 training sets. I mean, yeah, if you can afford to pay for 2 trainers, go for it. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
What is stopping you? I would. Alas, I can't, so I don't. So, what are your long-term career goals then? And so in and outside of agility. So, I guess number 1, what do you kind of want to do as a job? And number 2, does that involve agility?
Who knows? I honestly.
Exactly, that would be my response.
So many people ask me, because I feel like so many people at uni, they're doing the degree, so they know exactly what they want to do.
Yeah.
But they're like, I'm just taking this because I wanted to go to uni.
Keep your avenues open.
Who knows what's going to happen afterwards? I mean, even like teachers at uni, they're like, you're guys gonna have to start looking at like.
Oh, it's so stupid.
And I'm like,
when you're like 16 as well, like in secondary school, you have to pick your GCSEs, don't you? And I feel like that's the beginning of being forced to choose like what you want to do. And you're 16. Like, sorry, who was I at 16? I don't know her. Like, what the heck?
Exactly.
It really
I did
reminds me
have
of.
this teacher at school though. He was like so awesome. Everyone hated him, but I loved him.
Fair enough.
Like, such a little character. And he's like, oh, my friend at uni, guys, he took a degree and like did like some fancy degree and did not use it and like did something else. Like, you guys don't have to worry. I think that was just like so nice. Just
I feel like that happens a lot. And like I did such a niche thing at uni, like canine behaviour, because I wanted to be a dog trainer, and I didn't even know the job I do now existed back then. But now I'm doing that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'd actually much prefer to do that than what I did my degree in, and it's fine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, you don't even know. It's a really hard one to like answer, because I feel like not that many people know exactly what they want to do from a young age. Like, there's a few, but
my dad did marine biology, and he's a pilot now. Like...
That's so random.
Two completely different things.
Well, I remember when I used to work at Mackey's, right? One of the managers, and like he'd been doing it for years, like he loved being a manager at Mackey's for whatever reason, and he wasn't like planning on changing his job or anything. He was like 30, 40, and he did zoology as a degree.
Damn.
I know. It's so random, isn't it? Like, you can literally do whatever you want.
I feel like they just put too much pressure on us.
Yeah, no, they do.
Like, we can do whatever we want. I mean, obviously, not everyone can be an astronaut. Like,
I mean, yeah, but you can dream.
But
if you can dream it, you can do it.
As long as you put the effort in.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It'll be what it'll be at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because you're doing a bit of training, obviously. Would you want to do agility training full time one day?
I would, if I get paid lots of money and be able to afford for dogs and a nice mansion. I don't really want a mansion. But
a nice big house, yeah.
Yeah.
Big house, nice car, all the things.
Gallican equipment would be nice.
Yeah. My solution at this point is I'm just relying on marrying a rich guy.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, that'd really help me out.
100%. Just imagine if it was a rich agility guy.
Oh,
like...
absolute perfection. If this person exists and you're listening to this podcast, me and Millie will fight over you. And so will everyone else in agility, probably.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny.
Honestly.
So I guess you'll see. I guess you will see.
Yeah. I mean, at least I've got, like, training experience.
Yes, exactly.
Train agility anyway. So that's always helpful. But
I think my ideal thing would be like have a proper job, and then as in a full-time job outside of agility, and then do a bit of training if and when I have some time to earn a bit, like a side hustle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because quite a few trainers, they've like done that and then they've slowly like gone part-time.
Yeah, exactly.
And then managed to actually financially just live on teaching.
Because you kind of need money to like start a dog training business, if that makes sense, because of the equipment and the hire of the venue or the field. So it's not something you can easily just be like, yeah, I'm now a full-time dog trainer.
Exactly. I mean, I was quite lucky that my gran taught agility, and I just learned from her.
Yeah. Also, another thing that's put me off is like how many trainers I know that have to cancel so many of their lessons because of the weather. And like in winter and stuff, and I'm like, I wouldn't want the stress of thinking I'm not making any money because the universe just decided to make it rain for a month. Like,
and then there could be like another COVID and we're all screwed.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, everyone needs an online job so that if there's another COVID, you don't lose it.
Yeah, everyone will be okay.
Yeah, I mean, everyone pretty much works from home these days anyway, so if there's another COVID, we'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, my mental health won't because I will be extremely fed up, but it's fine.
Yeah. Need the shows, man.
The start of COVID was fine. Like, I was chilling. I was like, this is nice. This is a nice little break. And then after a while...
I enjoyed it because... Yeah.
After a while, I was like, no, I'm bored now.
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed it because I taught Jess to weave. Like, she kind of knew how to weave.
Okay.
But, I mean, it took this dog 18 months to learn how to weave. But
the whole span of the pandemic.
Well, luckily, I managed to buy some weaves off eBay.
Mm-hmm.
And... because I had V-weaves and they were really quite annoying. And they'd always, like, fall down. I was like, I'm teaching this dog how to weave. So, luckily, I mean, she doesn't really know how to weave she's still got a weave fault.
I feel like when they have an issue, they always have an issue. Hence, Arrow with his seesaws. Like, the amount of work you can put in and it doesn't do anything.
I mean, me and those weaves, Jess and those weaves are like, we're never going to be fully friends. But...
No, you all fell out over that point.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, at least it gave you that time to do it.
To learn how to hop like that.
Yeah.
I'm like...
What did she do before that? Just, like, walk through them?
I don't know.
Or just didn't understand?
Just doesn't understand. And I feel like with the winters and like shows, because we were at a showground and we were right next to the river. So as soon as the river went up, we couldn't train.
Okay. Yes, exactly. So my point back to earlier. The weather ruins agility. Like
100%. Because at that training session we didn't have an indoor, and I mean luckily that Shrewsbury now has an indoor. That's what I love them for.
Yeah, that's fair. Another thing is like indoor hire is even more expensive than an outdoor hire. So it's not even like that's a solution if you want to be an agility trainer.
No,
like
100% not. And then you're just like gonna charge your clients more, and they'll be like, "Why are you going to charge me more?"
Yeah, I'm in that situation.
I hate working with people sometimes.
Yeah, and also I'm sorry to anyone who's a trainer because I just keep like slagging training off basically, but like I'm just discussing my realization of that I don't want to do that with my life.
Yeah,
but like, it's just so annoying. Like, no. And I feel like training is mostly like you're training people, not dogs. You're training the people to train their dogs. And people are annoying, especially pet people.
Sometimes you just have those people who just don't understand that you have to start slowly. You have to do the foundations.
Yes.
And then they won't listen to this. Well, when I started, I think I was like 15 teaching, and they just... Who's going to listen to a 15-year-old?
Yeah, I had this conversation with Amelia when she came on the podcast because she's training. And then she was saying that people like, some people are fine and then others are they just like look at you like, I'm going to do my own thing. And they literally just do their own thing. Even though you're stood there telling them how to do it properly. They're like, no, I know how I'm doing it. I'm like, why are you here then? Why are you?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
why are you paying me?
Go away. Yeah. Just go away. And like, I had people at the start of the session where like I'll wait for people to turn up and they'll just take the dog over the dog walk and I'll be like,
rude.
Why?
And then if it fell off, it'd be on you because it's your venue.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
I hate that.
I've got insurance, but I don't want to be.
You don't want to have to go through it, no.
Paperwork, thanks.
That'd be like saying, "Oh, I've got car insurance, so go ahead and crash into me."
Yeah, exactly.
Not the point.
Like, just please stop it. Oh,
yeah.
And then the dog gets freaked out, and they're wondering why the dog's being freaked out.
Yeah, exactly.
You just picked it up and put it on the dog walk whilst I was talking to some other people.
Maybe that explains why it's being weird.
In the back of my head.
Yeah, if I was that dog, I'd also be being weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you actually like an office job, like a 9 to 5 in an office then? Would you be cool with that?
I don't really know. I think that's going to be the fun thing when I do my placement year, is knowing what I want to do.
Yeah, I feel like you need to do it to know. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no way to know that you don't want to do something until you try it. Like, story of my life. Just try loads of things and then stop doing them because you realise they're not fun.
Yeah. I think I listened to, I don't know if it was a podcast or something or other, where this person did like a whole year of like every week doing a different job.
That's
and,
sick.
Like, being a farmer, doing like working different places. I'm like,
I feel like
and then
everyone
she
needs to
learned.
do that.
Yeah, exactly. Why everyone needs that to know
They should make
what
that
they
like
wanna do.
when everyone turns 18, that's it. On their 18th birthday until their 19th birthday, they do that.
Yeah, you have a year of just working different places.
Yeah, that should be the law. I love that. That's amazing.
It's like, it's great.
So
I need that.
go with the flow approach to future careers then. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do like it. So would you say it is possible to keep competing frequently as a uni student, in summary? Is it a possibility to, say you're me, someone who competes most weekends and isn't at uni, but then you want to start going to uni, can you keep it up? Or is it not really going to happen?
I think it's doable. It depends how far away you live.
That's true.
I work one day a week, to even just to be able to afford for stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes that doesn't.
Is that your job that you got at uni?
Yeah. So I've got a job at uni where I just work at a cafe. I mean, I should be working today, but Tunbridge, 4 hours.
Priorities again.
Going to be driving another 2 hours to work today. So that is the thing. Like, I'm working on this day, and I'm like, I need this money to be able to do this show.
But it clashes with the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes you do have to be like that. Luckily, my uni, I'm in 3 days a week. One day is online. But then you've also still got to do the work. I feel like it'd be good if I had a groom, because then whilst they're driving, I'd be able to do assignments.
Yeah, no, that's true. See, I couldn't even do that. Well, I do it sometimes, like a little bit on a journey, but not for long, because looking down at a screen on my lap or a book makes me feel sick in the car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
But I can go on my phone. It's really weird. But yeah, if you can do that, that is actually quite a good hack.
And also another hack, if transport was cheaper, then I'd get a train home, and because then I'd be able to do work on the train.
Yeah, no, and it's like a longer journey on the train, so it's like you can't even do anything else because it's like, I'm sat on the train, so you're kind of forced to just get on with it.
Sometimes Wi-Fi is awful, so you can
exactly
get on with it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I wish trains were cheaper than driving. But driving is cheaper.
Yeah, it is.
So
it definitely is. Surprisingly, because it's still expensive.
Yeah, so basically it depends if you can get a job to be able to pay for dog shows and travel home, and if you want to give up a bit of uni life of partying every weekend kind of thing.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, because I suppose all your uni friends like go out most weekends.
Yeah, luckily I do have friends who are a little bit less, but I have some people in my flat who are like out like 2 or 3 times a week.
Wow, respect. I could never.
I'm like,
I couldn't hack it.
Yeah, and the other hacking is that you got to pay for alcohol.
Yeah, which is probably the one thing that's more expensive than agility. Alcohol.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I pre-drink and just don't buy alcohol whilst I'm out.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Just download in one go and then go for it. Quick, get there before it wears off. I love that.
Luckily, all my friends know I'm poor, and at least one of them will offer me a drink whilst I'm out.
Okay, nice.
But I feel like when it's their birthdays, I'm like, right, I'm going to have to buy them alcohol.
Yeah, you feel a bit bad. You're like, can't wait till your birthday, then you can get a free night out. Yeah. As it should be. I keep losing my
mean, even like, because I'm part of the badminton club. Oh, I've got badminton training tonight. I'm not going to be making that.
Oh, no. The realisation.
I forgot about that. Oh.
Is that with uni then?
Yeah, so I'm on the badminton team as well.
Oh, nice. I love badminton.
Like that. So I'm on the reserve. I'm a reserve, which, I mean, to be first year, I mean, I'm happy to even be on the team.
Yeah, no, that's decent. Next year, you'll be like a champ.
Let's go. But they go out on Wednesday nights.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like,
every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday night.
Okay, interesting.
Great, because my Thursday mornings I start at 12, so it's great.
Oh, nice. You can have a lie-in.
I can do it, but I'm like,
do I want to? Yeah.
Money?
Yeah.
It's like, if it wasn't for agility, I'd go out with them every night. Like,
yeah.
Every week even. But
yeah, that's so true. Like, if you don't
got
have
money
anything else to
spend.
pay for, then you might as well. Like, I feel like that's most uni students.
Yeah.
Like,
but
all
I'm
they do
like,
is uni, so they just put all their money into uni life.
yeah, but
Mm.
nobody understands. Like, I have to tell people my struggles. Like, I'm like, guys, that money that you're going to be spending on a night out is my money to get home for fuel.
Yes,
Like,
literally, to go and train my dog. No, go compete my dog.
Yeah,
Was it fun,
exactly.
like, telling all your uni friends what agility is, like trying to explain what it is?
I know. Sometimes I think I've told people what it is, and then I was talking to somebody the other day, and I said agility instead of dog agility, and they were like, "Ah, cool. Why can't you do it in Liverpool?" Then I was like, "Oh, you need a dog."
It's a dog.
Oh,
Yeah, they
dog
assume
agility."
it's
I was
like
"Yeah,
human
you just weave
agility,
through-"
like.
I was like, "You weave through sticks and you go through tunnels."
Yeah.
I thought I was doing this as a person.
That's so funny. See, when I explain agility, I'm like, I either go, you know what Crufts is? And if yes, perfect, I'm like, okay, cool, it's the agility, and then they know what I'm on about. Or I'm like, it's show jumping, but for dogs with more equipment. They're my two go-tos.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, I'll start with the Crufts, and then if they don't know Crufts, it's the show jumping.
So many people don't know Crufts, and I'm like, well, now I can't boast that I've been to Crufts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
or they'll be like, yeah, and I'll be like, one, I've been there. Two, that's what it is.
Literally.
It's so funny.
Because then you can't boast about, like, I've been to Crufts, because they're like, what's Crufts? And I'm like...
And you say it's a dog show, and they're like, well done. You're like, no, you don't get it. It's huge.
Yeah, it's like, it's the biggest thing in the UK.
It's like, let me take you and you'll see. Amazing.
I mean, we're just lucky that it's just so close to us.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Don't understand.
No, they never will. It's best to just stop trying.
Yeah, exactly. It's just sad.
Oh, well. So who cares for Jess while you're at uni then? Someone wants to know. I was going to say, I was going to assume your parents because she just stays at home with them, doesn't she?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she walks the poor dog. I mean, I feel like my mum works a lot though, so then she's like, I'm not walking the dog in the wet and cold and dark.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, I can't make you, can I?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's not ideal, but what can you do?
Yeah, exactly. And then, yeah, my brother works and he's like, it's your dog. I'm like, yeah, well.
What was I meant to do? Just not do uni?
Yeah. Like, so I can't persuade him to walk my dog.
Yeah.
Unfair.
Again, I suppose with Jess being like an adult and like a trained dog, it's not as bad as if, like, again, it was a young dog. Like,
yeah,
you wouldn't want to leave a younger dog with all your family. You'd be like, no, I don't want to. But because it's Jess, 100%. It's like, you trust her to be a good girl.
Yeah. But it's just the more the fitness I worry about. It's like, I can't do like her exercises and stuff like that. She can't do fitness stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Walk. At least she literally has, when she's off the lead, she like runs round and round and round and round. And she's much better recall with my mother than me, which I find so
really
unfair.
That happens to me. Like, Arrow always like goes up to my mum for cuddles more than me when I'm in the living room, and I'm like, what is going on? And my mum's reason used to be, well, you're always at work. Like, I'd either be at work at the time in the evenings and she'd sit on the sofa and cuddle him, and I'm like, well, I can't help that, can I? Like,
yeah, literally. The thing I have found though, whilst I've been at uni, is as soon as I come back, that dog is attached to me. Like, yeah. I stayed over at Nia's for Welsh tryouts, and Jess, every place I've always been to, she's always stayed downstairs. But she, at 12 o'clock at night, was whining for me. So that is adorable but annoying. It was because I'd come back from Dubai the day before, so I was like completely jet lagged, so I didn't hear it. And the whole family had woken up because of my dog, and Nia had to go down and get Jess, and I was completely dead asleep. That's hilarious. And when I woke up, I was like, oh, Jess must have jumped over the baby gate to get up.
But it turned out there was a whole chaotic scene in the middle of the night.
Yeah, Neil was like, no, Millie, come on, your dog was whining, woke us all up.
That's so funny. Like, she was probably scared. She's probably got like PTSD, gonna leave her again for a month.
Literally.
No.
So yeah, now my dog has like got separation anxiety for me, which is kind of annoying, but
what can you do?
It's cute.
It's cute separation anxiety. I mean, as long as it's not like full blown where she gets herself in a mess, then a little bit of she's just pining after you. It's natural, surely.
Yeah.
That's so cute. I mean, at least you have people to leave her with, in a sense.
Yeah.
Where you like are fine leaving her, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
not the end of the world.
Wouldn't leave her with my brother as much, but my mum, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Decent. Do you have, someone says, do you have any tips for bringing your dog to uni? But you didn't bring Jess to uni, did you?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I would love to.
Yeah.
But there's no houses in uni that are dog friendly, so I can't even do that.
Some people do though, don't they? If it's a dog friendly house. But then I'm also like, what if you have like a full day of lectures all day long?
Yeah. I know Chloe, who runs Bink, she's done it and she's gone to Newport.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, she's like found like a farmer house who's like static caravan that
she's a good idea.
Able to use. And then she can help out on the farm for like rent and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
it's a good little system.
Her. I feel so sorry.
I'm sure she won't mind.
I'm sure she won't mind. But like, I mean, that's just the way to do it. Like,
yeah, that's no respect to her. That's a good idea. I know.
You can help out on the farm and do stuff like that.
You probably don't know it, but you probably don't know her, but there's a girl called Emma Greenshield. She was on Team GB when I was on Team GB, and she goes to a really up north uni, like proper like above Scotland or whatever. That sounds like she's in the sea or something, but you get what I mean. And she fully has a dog there, like with it all the time, and it just looks like a normal uni accommodation. So it just must be a dog friendly building. But so maybe I need to get her on the podcast just to talk about taking your dogs to uni.
Yeah, literally. Well, this next year I've got a house instead of like accommodation.
Okay.
It's not dog friendly, but I'm like, well, if I've got a show up north, then it's not like they're going to go knocking on our door and be like,
no, surely not.
There's a dog being there, because there's no carpet or anything. So I'm like, one evening.
Yeah.
Every now and then, how are they going to know?
Yeah, surely not. She doesn't molt loads, does she? So it's not like they're going to see all her hair.
Exactly. I have thought about maybe just, if it's for a show or something like that, I might be able to, as long as it's okay with my flatmates, but they all like dogs anyway. So
yeah, that's true. Do you reckon if you got tofu before you finish, so in your placement year? So for your placement year, where do you stay, basically, first and foremost?
It depends. Which company I want to work for.
Maybe you could try and take tofu to your placement accommodation.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like do I
me constantly.
Yeah. Do I go and stay in Liverpool for placement and keep with my friends and keep like the same how I'm doing things at the moment?
Yeah.
Or do I come down here, stay here? Some of them placements you work online 3 days and then go to office 2 days.
That's decent.
Even like if it's in London, I mean, I could technically still do that.
Yeah. And I suppose if you stayed with someone as well, they could just let the dog out and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So that'd work. That's probably good advice for like if someone takes their actual dog to uni as well. Like, get your friends to take it out if you have a day of lectures, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, there's always going to be one person.
Yeah. Uni is a very social place. So I've seen anyway.
And everyone loves dogs. I mean,
exactly.
I haven't really met somebody who would hate them. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're like caring for the dog in the same way you would at home, like that's it. Just do that. Surely. Yeah, exactly, like it can't be that much different in that sense. Do you know what I mean? Like you're still going to give it food, water, walks, everything. So just keep it normal, I guess.
Yeah, as long as they're in their routine, it's fine. Yeah. I guess if you want to go out, like want to go partying,
that's true.
Like that's when the problems happen.
Yeah.
So I guess you don't get as much of a social life.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, I never thought of that actually. The dog just sat there when you come in at 3 a.m. really drunk. I'd be scared I'd like me or my friends would like leave the door open and let it walk out or something if we were like drunk. Oh no.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I mean, it's essentially like taking a child to uni. Like, you've got a responsibility, so you can't be as wild.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pros and cons, I guess it is what people want to do more, I guess. I probably wouldn't.
I guess you'd even take it to a kennel, like a date.
Yeah. I don't think, I probably wouldn't if I was at uni. No. Too much, stress, I think, on top of the already stress.
And I won't be able to do my assignments, so...
Yeah, exactly. It's just another distraction.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
So maybe the best advice is just not to. Unless you have no one at home. Each their own.
kudos to people who do it.
Yeah, respect to be fair, but I couldn't be asked. Sorry, Arrow. Luckily, I'm too old now anyway, but...
Yeah.
So, are you able to... Oh, again, we've already covered this already without actually having asked the question. Are you able to work alongside uni and agility? So you do have your job in the cafe?
Yeah, my little cafe. The boss is very, very scary.
Oh, really?
Made me cry quite a few times.
No, that's like my boss at Mackey's. Literally worst person ever. Oh.
Honestly, it's just like, and they're Scouse as well. I can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's true.
You have to ask like 10 times.
That's terrifying.
Say.
No, and then you get to the point where
you... Me at one time.
Yeah, and you don't want to ask like a fourth time, so you just nod and walk away.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
She'd ask me, staring right at me and be like, Am I speaking a different language to you? And I'm like,
yeah, basically.
I don't want to say it, but yeah.
I don't want to admit it, but you're right. That's so funny. So how many shifts do you have in a week then, usually?
Just work once a week.
Just once a week at the cafe? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Just keeps your
So
money in, I suppose.
Yeah, I just don't think with assignments and stuff, I just could not do an extra day.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Sometimes if I don't go home on, well, supposedly, if I don't go home on weekends, then I should work Sunday. But at that point, I'm like, I just want to do my essays and stuff to keep up on top of stuff.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's true. Priorities again, isn't it?
It's like if I do have any free time, they're always like asking for staff for an extra day or anything like that. So.
It was the same at Mackey's. Like, I feel like in little places like that, you can always pick up extras. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you still do some training when you go home then, or are you not doing that at all? As in, like, training other people?
No, not
at all. Okay.
No. It's really sad that,
Mm.
like, even because my auntie, what we used to do, she'd come for the like 9 o'clock session. Me and my auntie would train Jess and Ted together, and then I'd teach.
Okay. That's such a nice little routine.
I even miss that time with like my auntie, like doing that.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Life progresses. Yeah.
I haven't seen Ted Bear in ages. It's just so sad.
You just need to enter him in shows and just be like, oh, by the way, to your auntie, I may have entered Ted in this show, so you're just going to have to bring him to me.
Well, I mean, my next show is with Ted is Ojak, and
oh, okay, that's like, March. Is that still March?
It's February.
Oh, it's like February now. Okay.
February now.
Oh, okay, not too long away. God, it all comes at once, doesn't it? Ojak and Team GB.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Why is I'm pretty sure there's like another there's like IMCA tryouts for the people that do that as well in like March. It's like everyone, and then Crufts. Everyone chooses February, March.
I know. I'm so glad Wales chose November.
Yeah, no, that was a smart thing to do. Yeah. So did England for it must just be WO likes to do it at the end of. It's a better idea to be fair.
But for IMCA tryouts last year, I wanted to do it and I missed the entries.
Oh, okay.
And then found out it was on my weekend of doing my D of E, so I couldn't do it anyway. But it was so sad because this time last year I thought I was going to be retiring Jess because of I thought I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Yeah, but here you are.
So I was like so sad that because I didn't have enough chance of Wales, so I was like, I'll do Inca and try and do that, and then I missed the
oh no,
for that
heartbreak.
And honestly, I was like, oh, Jess is never going to be an international dog again.
That's it.
And that's when I thought, Nia can run Jess next year.
Oh yeah.
Juniors. And now it's just got into a huge thing where we've qualified for Wales.
It all worked out in the NC.
Jess, yeah. And I get hopefully I'll be able to do Inca tryouts this next year, whatever.
2025. It'll be 2025, yeah. See, for me, it's like, obviously, going abroad's so expensive, so I'm like, doing all the other tryouts and then thinking, this sounds really big-headed of me, and it would never happen, but it's still in the back of my mind. I'm like, oh no, what if I got on like 3 international teams and have to turn 2 of them down? They'll hate me. That's never going to happen, but I still don't want to take the risk.
Yeah, like, what if it did happen?
Exactly. Like, what if the odds, like,
I'm doing these tryouts for the pressure, again, for pressure prep.
Pressure prep.
I want to do that. But then what if I do get on? I'm having this conversation with my mum, like, she doesn't have enough holidays because she wants to go on her own holidays.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like, even if when Nia gets on, we obviously want to go travel down with Jess to Belgium
true.
if she does get on. Like, that's going to be holidays.
Yeah.
It's just like...
See, my family hasn't had a holiday since I started doing, like, 2016, because I was on Luxembourg team 2017, and then that's been it. And then now it's KCI and Dogs in Need. And that's all mine and my mum's leave off work gone. So it's like, what do you do? But,
yeah, I think that's when my mum's happy that she's not my my groom, because
yeah, I was going to say, it's a good job my mum doesn't want her own holidays.
yeah, literally.
Bless her. Oh, well. Her
Love
call. I feel a little bit bad, but her call. I feel bad for
Yeah,
myself
exactly.
sometimes. I'm like, wow, I never actually go on a proper holiday. But then, yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
choose
should.
this every year.
But it's way more fun.
It
honestly.
is, yeah, it is. I feel like going on like a beach holiday, I'd just be sat there on the beach like, I want to do agility now.
Yeah, I'll say that for your purposes, that yeah, that's totally what you think.
Yeah, please do. Don't tell me you go and love it, because I'll get really jealous.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're going to Dubai again, are you, at the start of next year?
Yes, it's like, okay, I don't go to Dubai, like, it's because my dad lives over there.
Yeah.
I feel like people should know this. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
it's weird because they're like, why are you going to Dubai so often? I've got to go over there 3 times a year for my residency, because my dad's company pays for my university fees.
It's a good excuse to have like a mini holiday every now and again, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. I get to go over there. Don't get this weather. Like,
that's so
honestly,
true. I'm pretty sure
can't
it's
wait.
raining as we speak, and it's pretty much already dark.
No, it's so sad. So
England.
it's great. I get my little holidays. I get to see my dad.
That is
And
nice.
My dad's got a dog as well. So
Oh, perfect. So you get your dog fixed as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's great.
Amazing.
I'm very lucky.
I would definitely like a non-agility holiday at some point, 100%. But
I mean, or just like go to like Europe, do a little bit of agility. And then just,
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like whatever holiday I went on, I'd still want to like do a lot of stuff there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think
definitely.
after a few days of not really doing anything, I'd be like, no, I'm bored.
Yeah.
I guess it depends where you go.
It depends where you go. Like when I went to New York, like I didn't really think of agility because you just had so much to do.
Oh yeah. Oh,
But
that looks so
like,
good.
when you go on a relaxing holiday.
Yeah, that's the kind of holiday I'm thinking of. I'm like, I'd probably get bored. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, that New York sounded really fun. I'm very jealous. Take me next time. Yeah. So, do you drink a lot at uni? And if so, does it affect your agility performance, do you think? This is probably my favourite question. Yeah, literally. That is definitely my favourite question of the whole interview. What is this? A job interview?
Oh my god. I don't like. I'm a lightweight, so it's great. I don't really get hangovers as much. I think everyone at KCI knows that I'm a lightweight.
Yeah, it's a good thing. You don't have to spend as much on alcohol.
Yeah,
and health.
Yeah, and don't really get hangover as much, which is always very
appreciated.
Good.
Yeah.
But like when I do have shows and stuff, like I don't want to, because I know I'm waking up early. I don't want to be going out the night before.
No,
like,
definitely not.
If it was like a little pub, kind of thing, get back at 10 or 11 o'clock. I'm happy.
Sounds
with
perfect.
That. Yeah, but I just don't understand. Like when my parents went out, they were like when they went clubbing. They started at like 9 and got back at a decent time. What's going on with the world?
I really don't know. Like I feel like
people are like boasting, like staying up until 7:30. I'm like, well, I've got to get up at 7:30 for a dog
I'm
show.
already up at 7:30. I'm in the car at 7:30. It's like when worlds collide.
Why?
Yeah. So basically you don't drink like to the excessive point that it does affect your agility performance or any.
No, I feel like it's just stupid at that point, except for when it's KCI and it's good fun. You with all your mates.
But that's all part of agility, so it's fine.
I'm like excited for Thames as well because I feel like Thames is
yeah. What is that in May? Is it May?
Don't know.
I think it's May or June.
Is it going to be?
Can't remember.
If it's June, then I feel like it'll be okay for camping. But May might be like
iffy. It's either end of May or like beginning middle of June. I think.
Okay.
I can't really remember.
I've never done it before.
Have you not?
Really
oh no, it's good. Yeah, I think I've done 3 years now, 2 or 3. I think, but it is good. It's like a slightly littler KCI.
Yeah,
basically
like discos and stuff.
Yeah,
in the evenings.
Yeah, there is a party on the Saturday night, But it always depends what height has Champ on which day, doesn't it? As to like people's reactions.
Yeah, that's true.
You're either lucky or not, depending on how big your dog is. That's literally what it is.
But, I can't remember what I was going to say.
So not a heavy drinker at uni, so no, it doesn't affect your agility performance the way we like it.
No, all good. Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose it's like priorities as well. Do you know what I mean? Like some people might go to uni and want to go to uni for that reason, like to go out all the time. And it's so accessible as well going out when you're at uni, isn't it? Because it's like your friends want to go out, you're just sat there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you kind of, I guess you just kind of got to be like, no, because you got a show.
Yeah. I'm happy to have friends who are like, don't want to be like, come on, Millie, let's go out.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you do have friends like that, don't give in to peer pressure, kids.
Yeah, true right.
Basically. Learn to say no.
Learn to say no.
Knowing me, though, I'd just be sat there like, oh, but yeah, I really kind of do. It'll be fine. And then the next morning, I'd be like, no, not a good idea.
Yeah.
But as well, like, if you're getting up the next morning and driving, but you're like clubbing the night before, I bet that's like illegal. I bet you're still going to be a little bit drunk.
Yeah, probably. That is true.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. Yeah.
Like even if you're drinking till like 1 or 2 and then you're leaving it like maybe 6 or 7, like 7 in the morning, that's probably, you might still be a little bit,
Yeah, actually thinking of that.
Yeah. I feel like people think a little bit of sleep just cancels out the alcohol.
100%. I have like done a show and then gone out, and that
okay.
I've been regret to do that. I think
Really?
that was UKA Easter show.
Oh, okay.
And my friends were like, "Come on, Millie," because it was like I hadn't been out that many
Yeah.
because my birthday was in March.
But you're tired because you've just been at a show all day and like got up at 5.
It finished at 7.
Mm-hmm.
I got back at 8, and then
you went out.
Oh, just have a little nap for half an hour. And then everyone's like, "Oh, you're driving, by the way." And
Oh no!
Why are you doing this?
So you can't even
So I
drink.
can't have any alcohol to keep me awake.
Wow.
Sleepy.
No, I would definitely be like, absolutely not. If we get a taxi, I'm down.
In the end, one of my friends went sober and drove us back in my car. Got
Oh,
insurance on
nice.
this little app.
What an
and
absolute
drove us
hero.
back. I was like, thank God for you.
Took one for the team there. I like that. That's a true friend.
And then I was teaching agility, and I've done it a few times teaching.
Okay. Oh,
the next
okay.
morning after clubbing. Definitely done that a few times.
What? So, teaching the day after. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that's. I don't know. Actually, is that better or worse than doing actual agility? Do you reckon?
I mean, at least you can like say to your students, like, right, you know, I'm
a little bit on the ropes this morning.
I'm a little bit on the ropes, so
yeah.
Just you know, it's.
That's true.
Everyone knows you. You're good friends with your clients.
Yeah.
Like, he's normally all right.
I suppose it is more chill as well. And also, you won't kick yourself. Like, if you do go to a show and then do really badly, you'll be like, God damn it, if only I hadn't had that drink or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And
no guilt involved.
Like, just,
That's
and
true.
Everyone, like, you got people around you instead of, like, when you're sitting in the car waiting for your runs.
Yeah, true.
Or something like that.
Just feeling like death on your own.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you're driving, like, really far and you're like, ugh.
Yeah. See, driving sends me to sleep anyway. So if I was like already tired, and no, absolutely not a fan. Yeah. Everything in moderation, basically.
Yeah.
Do a bit of everything.
So the end of the story is, you can teach agility and go to training, but don't go to shows after drinking.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I have definitely gone out after a day at a show before, but again, I wasn't driving. My mum was, so the journey home was kind of my chill. And then by the time I got home, I was like, I'm rejuvenated now. I can go. So I suppose that is a little bit different. Because I know you just sat down when you're driving, but it's so tiring. For what? Like, I'll never get it.
Like, mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, and in the dark as well.
Oh, no, I just don't. I make sure I leave everywhere. Well, you can't really with a show, can you? But, like, usually if I have the choice, I'm like, no, I need to leave now so I get home before it gets dark.
Yeah.
I just can't see properly. I'm like, everything's just a big headlight.
Try in the rain and dark, because the rain just makes it like 10 times worse.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
Coming at you.
If it's dark and rainy, then just kill me.
Yeah, and then I'm having to go at the sat nav for not taking me a nice way.
Yeah, when it sends you down country roads and you're like, you're trying to kill me because I will die.
Yeah,
I will crash and die. It's not a fun time. Basically, I just don't like driving.
Yeah.
It's probably because I'm just used to having my mum drive me to and from shows. Oh well. So then, what is the most challenging part of being a student agility handler in your opinion? So what's the hardest part that you struggle with mostly? Huh?
The money, just not having
money. Yeah.
Like, it's so hard to like finance, because now I've got to finance my food.
Yeah.
I've got to finance car parking.
Yeah, no, that's true.
£50 a month for car parking.
Really?
And then, yeah, it's ridiculous. And then fuel, I've got to pay for that, and not just fuel going to a show. I've got to pay for fuel for coming back.
Yeah, to actually go to and from uni. Yeah, that's so true.
And then I'm like, well, I've got to work, and it gets like so hard. Like, I want to do this show, but I can't do this show.
Yeah. So prioritizing your money and having enough for agility, while you're also paying everything that uni students do when they don't do agility.
I've already planned ahead for like February, and I'm looking at like I wanted to do Iconics 0 degrees again, and I'm just like, I can't do that. I'm just
money.
Looking at my February shows already, I'm like, just too much money.
Yeah,
like
that's so true.
This time last year, I'd be able to do stuff like that.
Yeah,
because
I was
teaching agility, dog walking. I had that money to do that. But
it's so sad. I feel like it's a stereotype as well, like uni students have no money, which is just not, it just can't be done when you do agility. Like, you have to have some money.
Literally, and that's when I'm like, I can't go out.
Yes, yeah. Priorities.
It's hard though, like, I'll go out with my friends just like into the shopping centre, and they'll want lunch, and I'll be like, I've just got to pay £5 for lunch.
Yeah.
Now. Like,
you just sit there and starve watching them eat.
I'll just have some chips. Luckily, being vegan, I can kind of like... True,
that is very true.
Blame it on stuff, and like,
yeah.
I can only have chips here, guys, so it's fine.
Yeah, no, that's so true. Yeah, because otherwise they probably wouldn't understand why you're prioritising money for dogs jumping over sticks. Not very understanding. Yeah, the money, that makes sense.
Sometimes vegan has its ways. I can order
exactly.
chips.
To be fair, no, I have respect for all vegans, because how do you come up with what to eat? Like, you've got to be really creative to get your protein in. Do you know what I mean? I think you have to be more creative and like think about it more, because you actually have to think about what you're eating.
I'm lucky that I like this to eat the same things over and over again, because I literally
that's true.
Like overnight oats every single day, and be like, I don't mind not mixing it up, because this stuff is good.
It's good. See, I also have similar things every day, but they all include meat. So it's like, I suppose you're used to finding substitutions now, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, like, not like at the start, I'd be like, oh, I need my fake ham, need my fake mince.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm like, that's expensive.
Yeah,
so
they are. It's more expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm like, and then I look at like beans and lentils, and they're much cheaper.
Yeah.
They're cheaper than meat.
That's so true.
Like, I might as well just use that as my mince, and it works fine.
How long have you been a vegan?
2 years.
Oh, going strong.
Yeah, going strong.
What made you want to be a vegan? I'm going off on such a tangent now, but I'm genuinely interested.
We love a good tangent.
Yeah, we do.
So I watched this video of like this guy who was in like in towns, and he was like showing like people like eating like do you want to eat a swan or something like that. And then I was just watching these videos of this guy, and then it was like this thing of like, would you eat your dog? I'm like, no, I wouldn't eat my dog. And I'm like, I don't think I'd eat any type of dog meat.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, why are we stereotyping dogs and cows? Like, they're still the same animals.
No, that's so true. Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I don't want to eat a cow. And then it just got into this thing. And then I was literally eating a pizza. And my friend was like, oh, I don't want deer on my pizza. Because they're just so cute. And I'm like, well, then why would you have cow or something like that? And then I'm just
that's fair.
Cow. And I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, that's a very fair point.
So then I was like, I'm going to do 7 days of being vegan.
Okay.
And then
And you just carried it on for 2 years?
Carried it on.
Big respect.
No, I'm here.
And now you're vegan. We love to see it. To be fair, and I'll probably get cancelled for saying this, but say if I went to a country that like there was dog meat, I would have to. I'd be like, I have to try a little bit. I need to know. Like, obviously I'd never eat my own dogs, but like if it was there, I'd be like, I'm gonna have to. Basically me having no self-control. I've just got myself cancelled. I'm going to lose all my followers.
You're going to get cancelled for that now.
I'm too cute. I'm too much of a foodie. I'm like, I have to try everything in existence. No,
To
what?
be fair, I was like that, but I just thought I just don't like the ethics between that.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
So
maybe I need to watch that video. I love it.
It's really cool though.
Mm.
I mean, no, I've never had anyone like proper judge me, and like
No.
I guess because I don't judge people for eating meat. Like you do your own
Yeah,
thing,
exactly.
I
Yeah,
do my own thing.
it's not hurting anyone either way, is it? Well, apart from animals, but
But, like, yeah.
you know what I mean.
So I mean,
You do you.
I'm not pushing it on anyone.
Yeah.
And nobody's pushing it on me. So
As long as you know you're doing your bit and you're happy with that, then it is what it is. Like,
exactly.
yeah, no, that makes
So-
sense. Wow,
But there's
everyone knows so much more about you after that little conversation.
proper in-depth thing about me now.
I know.
Everyone's
Everyone
going
knows all your
so much about
secrets
me.
that aren't really secrets, but still.
Yeah.
I believe we're on the last question. We are on the last question. So to round off, what is your best piece of advice for agility handlers who are currently at or planning to go to uni? If you had to sum it all up and give one piece of advice to people either in
Do
your
it.
position or they want to do it.
Just go for it. Like, don't even
Solid.
look back on it,
Mm.
because it is so much fun.
Mm.
Like, it's so worth it. I mean, not having the money or anything like that. I honestly making so many friends.
Mm.
Like, just pushing myself out of that comfort zone of
Yeah.
like going to a new place, living with completely people that you've never seen before.
Yeah, that is terrifying.
having to share a kitchen with them.
Yeah.
But you make friends with them. There's always like this. People are always there to help you out.
Yeah.
Like you're never on your own.
Like most people are
It's-
decent human beings, so you'll be fine.
Yeah. Like everyone is all in the same situation as well when you start uni. Like,
Yeah, no, that's true. Have you ever had people steal your food from your kitchen? Because I knew someone who went to uni and someone kept nicking their food, and I was like, no, that would send me. I would go home.
Literally. But I think it's because everyone in my flat knows I'm vegan, so they don't even want to look.
Oh,
in the
okay,
cupboards.
okay, yeah, no, that's fair enough.
They see my
That's
fridge
fair.
and there's just like plant-based milk, plant-based butter.
That's
and,
fair.
Yeah,
They're like, no, we'll
let's not
pass.
steal that.
To be
So,
fair, I actually
yeah.
do really like Quorn, is it? Like
Oh, yeah.
non-meat meat. It's actually really nice. There's Quorn sausages are solid. Like they taste like
Mm.
meat. Taste like normal meat.
Yeah.
So if
So-
I was a meat eater at uni, I would steal someone's fake meat.
I hope you're not stealing stuff. You don't want to go down that route.
No,
I do have,
jokes.
my only biggest pet peeve is that when people don't do their washing up and they leave their stuff on the side. But
Yeah.
I'm the person who washes up their stuff because I want everything nice and
Yeah. See, I feel
And
like
then
I'm
there's,
that
like-
stubborn that I'd just pick mine out and leave the rest of them there and be like, that's
clean.
yours.
Everyone else in the flat are like, Millie, just don't do the washing up. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, but it's there.
Yeah, I know what
want
you
a nice
mean.
clean kitchen.
Like you're just sat there and you can see it in the corner of your eye and you're like,
Mhm.
I
And
have to
whilst
deal
I'm
with
doing
it.
My washing up, like there's water there.
yeah, I
can
suppose
just-
you may as well.
I might as well.
It's almost harder
then-
not to, like mentally.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so fair.
So that is my problem at the moment. Is
Mm,
them leaving their washing up and then me washing it up for them.
yeah, that is your one negative part of uni.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
money.
And the money.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's honestly the best thing I've done. I'm glad I've done it. Like I do
Mm.
not regret it. at
Yeah.
all.
So just do it,
Like
basically.
yeah, just
Yeah.
jump in there, do it, enjoy it.
And you got to remember it's only like, even if it's 5 years, like most time it's 3, but I know some
Yeah.
people do it for longer. It's still nothing in your whole life, is it? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly,
do it and then you
yeah.
can go back to agility for the rest of your life. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not going anywhere.
It's so worth
Mm.
it, honestly. I think, yeah.
Amazing.
Just do it, guys. Just do it.
That's a
There we
great.
go.
We're ending the podcast with a quote from Nike. I love it. The best way.
Just do it.
Smashed it then. That is all of the questions. Nailed
Brilliant.
every single one of them. Everyone's going to either love or hate the idea of uni now.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they love it.
Yeah.
'cause
I feel like
great.
it's good timing though, because I feel like a lot of juniors are around the age where they're going to go to uni soon. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Like a lot of
yeah,
juniors that watch this, I
definitely.
think, are like 16, 17, 18. So they're like going to go to uni or not.
Yeah. and
So-
they're thinking about it and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
This may help them
Yeah.
decide, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
But you do you, kids. You do you.
I mean, I think me 2 years ago would have loved a podcast like this. Like
Exactly.
to
Maybe
help
I
think
should have done
about
it sooner. God damn it.
Yeah, come on. Gosh, damn it. Come on,
It's all
Sam,
my
what's
fault.
going on?
If people have made mistakes in the past 2 years of their lives, it's my fault for not bringing out a podcast sooner.
Yeah, literally.
I love it.
So that was my conversation with Millie. Once again, Millie, thank you so much for coming on the podcast and chatting to me on this day. Obviously, you were going back to uni after the conversation and I kept you for 2 hours chatting. So thank you for putting off your journey back to uni to talk to me and the Paws in Pursuit podcast listeners on this day. Thank you so much, and I hope everyone really enjoyed it. I definitely did, and it's really interesting as well because obviously I did do a uni course, but I didn't actually go to uni. I did it from home, so I haven't actually experienced the life of an agility handler who actually is at uni. So it's really nice to get an insight into that side of things, and it's just proof that you can do both. You can definitely do it. And I think the key takeaway is, you know, if you're thinking of doing that, then it's only 3, 4, 5, even if it is 7, even if you like being a doctor or something, and you're doing like 7 years of uni, it's actually only a short period of your life in the long term, isn't it? And agility is always going to be there, hopefully. Don't think agility is going to get cancelled from existence anytime soon, hopefully not. So yeah, just go for it, as Millie said. But I'm sure Millie will be happy to answer any more of your questions through DM. If you want to ask her any more questions, and obviously my DMs are always open as well for any questions, and keep sending me your topic ideas for future episodes. That's solo and guest ideas. I'm always open and looking for more things to talk to you guys about. I want to make sure I'm giving you all the info that you want and need. And without further ado, you know the drill. Please give the podcast a 5-star rating or review as well if you're feeling really generous on Apple and Spotify. And also follow me on all the socials. I'll put them here on the YouTube video and down below in the description on Apple and Spotify. I am pretty much on all of those platforms every single day, updating you guys on my obviously extremely exciting life, because I'm always chatting, so it must be pretty exciting, right? But yeah, that's it from me for this week, guys, and I will talk to you all next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Bye, guys.